Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Sussex. Um, Leaving off basically where we left off, you know, the last episode. Time has been finally set to ×5. I did get the seed and fertilizer brought down from the shop and put into the silo. And while I did that, I put the time at ×15 while I was doing that, just to get the time to move forward a little further. Just kind of make up for the fact that I forgot that we were on ×1 when we were doing the last episode. So I try to kind of fix that a little bit. And talk about a mistake. I knew before I even said it that this harvester right here is a 4,200 liter capacity, not a 14,000. It is a misprint in the shop, and I knew that was a misprint, and I said it anyway. But on another note, I did get a chance in between episodes to test out this Cresoni header, the 6-meter one, with this harvester, and it works perfectly with no issues. So if you're looking for a slightly bigger header for this harvester, and you don't want to use a header trailer, the Cresoni 6.00, which is the 6-meter one, will work. Okay, so also what I did was I got rid of the slightly bigger Metaltech TB12, and I decided to drop down to the TB8. This holds 10,000 liters instead of 15,500. So I do have the slightly smaller trailer because the pipe on that harvester doesn't really go extremely high. It goes up at an angle, but it's still not super high. So I figured, plus it's only 4,200 liters. So I figured a slightly smaller trailer would be okay. Now, also what I did is I bought 2 pallets of wheat, so we can get started with chickens. We are going to be getting Cornish cross chickens, so we will not be doing eggs. We will only be feeding them, making sure they're clean, to fatten them up, and then we will sell them. And shortly after we sell them, we will be buying more. So hopefully we can do okay with that. I mean, we're not going to make a ton of money on that, but something to make a little extra money. What we're going to do is, whoops, wrong way. I need this tractor. I got to switch out tractors here. What we do need to do today, though, is disconnect from that. I need to get another layer of fertilization onto our field. So I'm going to grab the sprayer, fill it up, we'll get it onto the field, we'll hire a worker, and then while he's working, or she, we will get our chickens purchased, get them fed. We'll use the other tractor to do that. And then I think we're going to take a look at contracts. And see if we can't make ourselves a little extra money. I mean, we only have just under 20,000 at the moment. Also thinking we could do some, maybe some fuel runs or air runs, some water runs. All right, let's get you started there. Should be good. Excellent. All right, let's jump back into here. All right. Let's buy ourselves some chickens, shall we? So I said, we're going to go with the Cornish cross. They're only going to cost us, £1 each. So we get all 50 of them in here. Now that's interesting. It says 50, but I got it says it holds 50, but that says $52. Interesting. But now if we go into, whoops, wrong menu. Go into our seasons menu, go over to the animals. Yeah, some odd reason we still got charged an extra $2. That's really interesting. But there we go. We got newborns. 0.2 kilograms. They say for a whole year these will take 13,120 liters of feed. They're not going to produce any eggs, because if you go back into the animal data log, when we look at these are males. So these are for meat breeding only. So let's get these guys fed. Get this done first. Now I was thinking that we would probably have to lease tanker, since we don't have a lot of money. I know these guys aren't going to take too much. There we go. So we got 2 pallets, 4,000 liters. They took 1,000, so put this 3,000 that we have left over in here for now, until our crop is ready. Now our option is we could just buy the food and just do a rotation of basically cash crops in our field, which would help pay for workers and the food. Because you figure it's only going to cost us 1,000 liters, which is good for 2 days. As I said before, we're running 3-day seasons. And these guys should be at their full selling weight in 2 days, which is how long the food's supposed to, I believe, last for when you're in seasons. The food lasts a maximum of 2 days. And I kind of like that idea, because I mean the food doesn't cost that much. The pallets that I bought, let me show you here. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Go under pallets. The best price for the wheat is these here. Yeah, less than 2,000 for 2,000 liters. So 4,000, we get our feed for the chickens. Now hopefully this works. Get this up here. Should probably turn that trigger light on so we know exactly. Come on. There it is. The seeds. Switch the covers. Forward a little bit. Got our fertilizer. Close that up. And there we go. Now currently I have gosh, that didn't take him long at all to do this field. That is awesome. I currently have the worker buy everything turned off. Oops, I gotta get over just a little more. I mean, we could save ourselves a little bit of headache and time if we were to I'm going to do canola. If we were to turn it so they have to buy, we won't have to worry about getting this refilled. It also means we can get rid of, we could technically get rid of all of our storage. Perfect timing. Or I should say most of our storage. That didn't use very much at all, did it? No, I'm not going to unload that because we don't really need to unload it. Because I've got weeds turned off, so we're not going to be putting herbicide in this. So we can just put this right back in here, just the way it is. Now, while that's doing the seeding, let's take a look at what we got here. Whoops, wrong way. How is he doing? Do 2 passes. I have a feeling, yeah, we're going to have to fill this up at least once. Doing a good job though. Alright, so let's go into, keep hitting the wrong buttons today. Let's go into our contracts and see what we got. We do have a transport contract. Ooh, a plowing contract. Ooh, that's going to take a while. That's 16 grand. And another one up on field 2. Those fields are huge. Field 16 is pretty good size too. What else we got down here? Field 24 plowing. Field 39 plowing. A lot of plowing. Definitely can't run the cultivator on the small one. I can run the plow if we run the plow. If you set it up backwards, the amount of horsepower basically becomes almost nothing required to be able to plow with the Lizard 6M. So could take on a couple plowing contracts, make ourselves a little extra money. I could get him started on that. We do field 27. That's right here, right next door to us. You know, let's accept this contract. Because field 27 is right there. That's field 27 right over there. So, if we take this, excuse me, froggies are in my throat today again. Hook up to this. We'll bring it out. Come around to the other side of her. Come over here to field 27 and we'll start plowing it. Because this plow is listed as requiring 180 horsepower, and this has 164, I believe it is, with the bigger engine, because that's what we've got. But when you turn this around backwards, the horsepower, gotta zoom back in here because we don't need to do that far away from the tractor now. We don't have the sprayer on it anymore. The horsepower doesn't really matter, and it should be able to go much faster. You can go at full speed. Which is really good. So we can get this contract done. We'll get $3 grand from doing this. A little over $3 grand actually. That'll be nice. This guy, oof, he's not even like halfway yet. Definitely going to need more fertilizer. Alright, so we got 2 workers running. I'm doing a plowing contract, our guy planting our field. Because if you take a look at the planting schedules, we're in the window for canola. The ground temperature is just right for the canola. And we should be able to, since we're planting early enough, we should be able to hopefully harvest the last day in summer. Possibly even replant the canola And if we're really lucky, harvest it the first day of winter. So we can get a double cropping in there if we want to do canola. But probably won't do canola. Again, because we got to keep a rotation so we can get a good yield. We could do, if we can get it done fast enough, we could do like oats. Then we could sell the oats and we could sell the straw. That might be an idea. Yeah, he's going to run out probably about 3/4 of the way across this field. Which money do we got? 20,600. I think we're going to do that. Let's just do that for now, just to make it faster here. Let's turn on the seed and fertilizer. Let them buy the seed and fertilizer. Yeah, it's going to cost us a little bit more money as they're running, but we won't have to worry about filling this up to finish this field. That'll work out a little better for us. And then, what I want to do in preparations for our next episode, I think I'm going to lease a tanker. Because the lease on this would be 2,500 bucks as it sits. I think that would be too bad. So we lease that, and then instead of leasing a, oh no, let's see what it's going to cost us to lease a truck. Got a few options for trucks we can use. I do want to use a, yeah, I want to use a man truck, I think is what we'll use. Let's see how much the lease is on that. 66, huh? And how much is the Tetra? 61. Well, that's a little bit better. It will do the job. So we're looking at $86, almost $8,700 to lease those. We could definitely do that. We're going to get some of the money back from plowing field 27. And I will probably also take on, if they're still available, I'll probably take on the contracts for plowing fields 1 and 2. They're going to take a long time. Those are going to be things I'll probably get started and do off camera. If I do, you know, like I've done before, I will try to make sure I get a picture of the before, you know, showing that I've accepted the contract and the completion. We guys don't know, you know, wonder where all the money came from. Because those are paying out, what was it, 14? So that'll give us, well, they're almost 14 and a half. So they give us, what, 29,000 there. And then there's another big plowing one, which is about 10. So yeah, we can make ourselves a little bit of money. Because eventually what I want to do, like I mentioned before, if we go over to the map, I want to work on purchasing, because we own this field. I want to end up with all 4 of these fields here. So we own this whole square in here. And then I also want to purchase the land around it, and that's a lot of land, and it's going to be pretty expensive because that land is all this area here, all around here. But that is 617,000. But these fields here, that's 94.3, 106.1, 107.7. So we got 1, 2, 3, a little over 300,000. So that's 13. Yeah, just under 310,000 that we're going to need just to buy these 3 fields. But that'll give us a nice sized area to work. And if we own the land in between here, I'm not too worried about the fact of owning all of this, you know, that also comes with it, and all of this up here. I mean, there's possibly we could, you know, set a placeable somewhere, some animals in one of these areas. But we could expand out and put animals, you know, up along through here. Maybe another shed we could stick through here, because there's pretty much enough room. Move the driveway a little bit, remove a couple of these trees. I think we can make it look really good. Expand our farm. But that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be, you know, expanding, stretching out a little bit. Try and see if we can make a go of things down here. These guys are doing a good job. Zoom out from you a little bit, see how you're doing. That was about half done. Yeah, so we lease the tanker and do ourselves some air and fuel runs, do some water runs. I think we'll even look at getting this get our the mushrooms greenhouse here up and running. Have to get some manure and water in there. Manure, we can actually buy manure at the animal dealer. And water we can get for free. We just need a tanker. I had a feeling you were going to have an issue because of those trees. Hopefully it doesn't make a big difference on the completion of this contract. Because as you know, with most contracts, you know, you don't have to do all of it, but it's like 95%, I think, has to be completed in order for it to say that you've completed the contract. So we'll let these guys run. Let these guys get finished up. Because it is now about 4:15, almost 20 after 4 in the afternoon. So by the time these guys get finished up with everything and make sure we get paid. I will check on our chickens, fast forward through the night, and when we get back together next time, we should be in mid-spring, and we'll look about getting temporarily getting a tanker and getting some manure, maybe get this greenhouse down here up and running so we can get a little extra income coming in from that. Plus with the tanker we can do a couple of runs, make a little extra money that way as well. And it'll all be good. We'll have a good time. We'll have some fun here. Now this is closer to the way I would be playing, you know, off screen on my own private type of map that's not being recorded or that, just to play around with things. This is close to the way I would be doing things. If I really wanted to, you know, I have done it, you know, on my own, placed down a government subsidy sign, one or two of those. But I'm going to try this without the government subsidy signs. Because there is plenty of ways to make money on this map. As I said, you know, we can do water runs, we can do fuel runs, we can do air runs. The contracts pay out fairly well, especially if you already have the equipment. You can actually, you know, not take the penalties and get a decent, you know, payout. Plus you have all the greenhouses on here. The cost of manure isn't really that bad. The cost of silage, because there is the silage farm right up the road over there next to Big Daddy's Poplars. So if you want to do something with that, that's an idea also. We can go somewhere around that route for those. So yeah, we definitely have options. But I think that's going to be it for today, guys. Going to try to do a little shorter videos, especially running seasons, because with seasons, there tends to be a big, you know, a time when doesn't seem like you're doing much of anything. The biggest thing to take care of once the main field work is done and the fields are all prepped, the only other things you really got to do is take care of animals for the most part. So that's why we're also going to be looking at doing, you know, the contracts to help out, one, with our income, and two, you know, help out other farmers. It's always a good thing. So looks like this guy's close to being done here, and actually looks like this guy's doing really well, and this guy's almost done. Excellent. So we got canola in the ground, guys. I believe I got growth. Oh no, sorry, we can't change growth on season, so we'll see how this does. Hopefully everything germinates. So far we've done everything that we need to do on it. So if we take a look, we should have okay, it's been planted, well, being planted, and fertilization for what we've already completed. Yeah. think that is, it's only registering, I think, 2. Or is that 3? It's hard to tell. I think that's 3. Should be 3, I hope. So we shouldn't have to worry about fertilizing it again. Let's hope so. But that's what we'll take care of. We will look at getting a tanker. We'll do a few contracts and do maybe an air run, one water run, and one fuel run. And we'll see how we do. So if you like how things are going, if you like the video, please make sure you do hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. If you feel so inclined to give a donation to the channel, there will be a link in the description for you to do so. Make sure that you stay tuned to the channel for any upcoming information or updates for Alien Gym mods, FS mods. There's a link down in the description for his Facebook page. So go check that out, like the page. You know, let us know that you watch the videos, or that you guys, how you feel about what's going on, or if you guys are having any issues, please let me know. Because I will test them out. I will check them. I play primarily on console. I play on PS4. So if you're having an issue with something, let me know. We may need extra information from you of exactly what the issue is, what equipment you were using, what field you were on, or stuff like that. So make sure you let me know. Oh, that was quick. But as I said, until next time, guys, as I said, hit the like, hit the subscribe. But we will see you guys next time. And until then, be good to each other. And blessed be everyone.